So I got myself a Sony TV here, and all these little spots you see are places where it looks like somebody shot it with buckshot or set it down on gravel or something. Try to zoom in on one of the worst ones here, if it'll focus. If you get in close, you can see that they're actually all damage to the face of it. And so what I'm going to try to do is use some glass windshield fixer to fix all these spots that have invaded it. All the ones with the little lines on the outside are the ones where I can definitely see a visible shadow and tend to distort the image when it's turned on. Alright, so I've gone ahead and put drops on all the spots. I found out it was best to put the drop on the spot first with the applicator, and then with the tip of the little resin, just use that tip there to put it on. And then I took this one and did a squish, squish, squish to both push in and then pull out any air micro pockets that you can't see. You can see on most of them they're raised up with a little bit of air around there. It's hard to focus, but the main point here is all this excess resin, you want it to have as close of a surface as you can to the actual glass, because later you're going to come back with that razor blade and you're just going to edge it off and hope that what's left is only the part that filled in the tiny little crack. And so anything extra is excess. So I'm actually going to daub these and pick up any excess now, and then I'm going to take it outside. So I got it outside, and pretty soon I noticed quickly that there were some extra dots in the sunlight. A lot of these I could scrape off, but a few of them remained and are real. I'm going to test one down here. It's hard to see it, but if we get it in right here, there's a dot, and I'm going to see, oh, I already scraped it off. Look at that. So some of them are just dust, right? Hard to see. Let's see another one here. So we're gonna go right there. See a small dot above it, and we scrape, 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 and it looks like that was just gunk on there. But these ones here that I got highlighted, like right here, it doesn't matter how much you scrape. And not only that, but you can feel it catch. I don't know if you can see it, but a little bump, bump, bump right there. So anyway, finding a few more spots, but it's curing good. You can see where some of the drips happened right here, and you can already scrape that off good. And so it's well on its way to curing, and should do a good job here pretty soon. Alright, so showing my progress here real quick. Sun's starting to set a little bit. It's in the winter. You can see here that some of these are still visible, but they are so much better than they were that I think once they get inside and outside the light of the sun, that they're barely going to show. Because I mean, they really, when you get far away, they are not that distinct. They are very much smaller than they were, and the light's going to be shining out from them with a phosphor, as opposed to now where you got the sun that's directly sort of getting them. But definitely do this outside or somewhere you can clean up, because it's just a mess of little bits of nastiness all over. All right, so here we go. Here's the final results. Can definitely play great here. I recently modded zapper here where I took out the weights and I put in a spacer, so you'll notice there isn't any big ka-chunks. So I got a spacer in on the inside about right here, so the trigger can't go all the way and ruin the experience of having fun with the gun game by going ka-chung, ka-chung. And also you will notice that up here where I used to have all these problems, it's hard to aim and video at the same time, but right there I had visible large dots, and if you notice, I can't see it myself, but for whatever reason, about right in here, the phone is able to actually pick up where one of those spots is. But me sitting a foot and a half away from the screen, there's another one still there, like they exist, right? But if you go out this far, you cannot see them for anything. They might as well just not exist. And I honestly, I cannot see them with the way the pixels go and everything. They're barely, you can see right in the center. Oh, there it is, when the scan goes different because of how it records. You can barely see it now. But again, you get about, that's in tight to the pixel level, and you get out to about here, and you can't see it. It does not exist. So I would say definitely this is an absolute success, and really happy I did it. And it only took me about an hour's worth of work and a $12 RainX kit. So just your standard Walmart version of that. Now I can get back to playing my gun games without any dots on the screen on my fancy Trinitron. I haven't even cap kitted this yet. When I cap kit it, I think it's going to be wonderful. So because it's showing a little bit of distortion here and there, but that I'd like to be able to work out. And a couple of the I don't know, when I play with the Dreamcast, the controllers do not want to get to the edges properly, and so I'm going to try to cap kit those controllers too. But of course the Nintendo just is rock solid. It never has a problem. And so I hope you all enjoy this and appreciate the fact that you can actually make your NES zappers usable, and for long gaming gunplay, and you can fix screens really nicely with those car windshield kits. I don't know why all of the people all over the internet say this is like a horrible, terrible idea, that your screen's exploding and all that. It really fills in the source of the light distraction very well, which is as much as surface contact as it can make. That stops light from bouncing around extra, and when it fills in with an even index of refraction material to what's below it, it also allows the light to transfer through cleanly. And so even without forcing it in, taking out bubbles and all that, you're able to kind of mirror enough of, mirror's the wrong word, but you're allowed to match enough of the missing material and interface with enough of the surfaces that are broken and brittle, that diffract the light in the wrong ways and bounce it in the wrong directions. You're allowed to overcome enough of that with just the RainX that I can't even see it. I'm not going to notice it now. I was crying when I got this monitor and I turned it on because all those dots were everywhere, and you saw how many. There were probably 20-30 of them just easily seen, and then I found an extra 8 outside, so I was up to over 40 problems on this monitor, and it's just beautiful now. Really wonderful old Sony Trinitron. Great stuff.